Hello YouTube. I know there's a lot of car sounds, but I just wanted to hop on really quick and talk about something very simple and just redefine words, right? I want to start a new series because I feel like people really take the connotation of a word to be its definition, and I think that's a huge infringement of people's ability to actually express themselves openly. So to better communicate, we need to better learn our vocabulary and engage in better conversation, and better listening, better explanations, and better understanding, which is the end of goal, right? So today I want to talk about clumsiness. I don't think clumsiness is what it's thought to be on like a surface level, right? So when you hear clumsy, it sounds like a trait, right? Like an adjective of somebody's character. But you're talking about a physical attribute of the person. And so now you're talking about something physiological that's going on in their body, or biologically, right? Their mechanics. When you get into that, it's not really something that someone is just attributed with. It's not a natural thing. It's actually a little bit of chaos biologically or biomechanically. There's something going on. The person is locked up, right? So we need to make sure that they can move. And so what happens is that usually what really gets us to become this clumsy state is locked up plexes all over our body. Plexes, right? So we have our brachial plexus right at the cusp of our shoulder here. We have our cervical plexus in the middle of our neck. We have our solar plexus. We have our sternal plexus. We have lumbar plexus right here too. And you have your little sacral plexus. All these different areas, amongst others, because really, if you really think about it, like the radius of your hip can be another one. If you really think about it, all the different angles and muscular, vectors that are going to be attributed to that movement or those possible movements. You can get locked up, and this will inhibit more than one thing, and so sometimes it's hard to pinpoint what exactly is causing the problem. And so in treating these things, you need to go through a very systematic trial and error solution, trying to pinpoint what's going on. Find your method of testing best that you can feel it out, and just really unlock what you're feeling by testing your strength in different ranges of motion, different motions that are really simple, but maybe instead of just feeling like a slight little activation, you might actually feel direct fatigue, and that might be the winning signal. Hey, this is something that I might need to address on a deeper level, and address it carefully as to not agitate it excessively. So I mean, yeah, clumsiness, going back to that, that was a huge tangent in how to treat things. The inner PT came out, but going back to the thing of clumsiness, that's kind of the solution. You need to make sure that you understand that this is not going to be a constant thing in your life. You can overcome what is called clumsiness. You're not locked into that because as a kid you didn't maybe exercise as much as other people, and you couldn't run as fast, or maybe you tripped at school one day, or whatever the case may be. Maybe even as an adult, maybe you were an athlete when you were younger, you got older, you just stopped doing sports for a couple years, and suddenly movements feel awkward. I've kind of exhibited some of this, so it's like, don't be afraid of it. It's not something to feel like it's pressed on your forehead and this is your brand now. You can definitely change this, and watch as we change this together. Come on. I might start making fitness videos once I'm in better shape, but for now I'm gonna stick to my plan, get where I'm going, and just share little fruits of my labor for the stuff that I've been doing for so many years. And then also just more on the philosophy side, I was kind of looking at the sunset here in front of a beautiful view, after just enjoying a little bit of the day with a kofta pita and some falafel. So if you're into that, delicious, man. I even had it with a little zero alcohol apple malt drink. Tastes kind of like Apfelwein from the German city Frankfurt. Really good stuff. So again, tangents, but I'm just trying to give you a bit of a flavor, right, of what's going on here. So it's lovely talking to y'all, and I hope you have a great day. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. And start giving me some suggestions on what you want to hear if you are at all interested in more content. I would always love to fulfill anyone's needs to help at least one person out there. So don't be afraid. It might be the next video. See you next time.